part 7 to my fiance, Michael Mayberry, was murdered in 2011. I left off with talking about Ryan Harris and how it's not possible what they say he did for him to do. Or really anybody. I mean, you have to be a ninja, trained ninja. But I just want to say the police kept telling me that their answer to everything was, Cassandra, don't worry about it because in trial, it's all going to come out. All these questions you have are going to come out. But guess what? Like I knew, there was no trial because dude pleaded out to second-degree murder. So all those questions that they didn't answer, I never got answered. I also want to state that my best friend passed away 16 days after my fiance. When she passed away, she had death record within 6 months. I couldn't even find anything about his passing, Mike's passing, for 3 years. Tammy's came out right away. Mike's mom would make excuses and say things like, they're behind because St. Louis, so many different things why. I truly believe that the reason why Ryan Harris pleaded out is because his own family and supposedly his best friend said that he was at Ryan Harris came home that night saying that he pow-powed someone and knew that the person was unalive. By the way, he let go of the gun or something. Gave that whole story of he tried to rob him for $25 worth of marijuana and some other stuff. I believe Ryan Harris did have that happen. I do believe Ryan Harris, whatever, maybe, I don't know. Who really freaking knows? But at the end of the day, his family planted him at that scene. So he could have took it to trial and never got a chance to get out. But now the man is going to get out. Not too long. It's been 14 years. And about 4 to 5 years. He can get out. He could make parole. I believe. But either way, supposedly Ryan Harris lost his mind in prison. He started throwing his feces at people. And I would lose my mind too. You know, people are very influenced, okay? Especially people like him. I believe that he had some kind of... He wasn't... I think he was super smart in some things. Maybe, severe autism, okay? I do believe he had, severe autism. Or something where it made him slower. You know, they used to call him Officer Douchebag because he wanted to be a police officer. All I'm saying is... I know Ryan Harris didn't kill him. And I would do anything, to just be able to have the money to hire a private detective and to get the proof I need because this case could be busted wide open. So if you are watching this, I would appreciate it if you would like it, if you would share it, all of the series, all of this, because I'm trying to get my story out there because it deserves to be heard. Michael might have done bad things in his life, but his life deserves to be heard. His story deserves to be heard. I don't care what he's ever done in his life. And that's what the problem is that nobody cared because they just looked at him as another junkie. You know, DEAD. Or he's just a criminal. He was in prison. Who really cares? And that's not right, okay? I literally can tell you that everybody deserves to go out this world with knowing the truth of the day they passed and what happened to them, no matter what. It's not fair that these people can get away with playing God. It's not okay, and justice needs to be served. I've grieved Mike. I'm over Mike. But I'll tell you what I'm not over. The state of Missouri stole my kids. And because of that, it wasn't 3 months later that they gave me 17 years. And I was gone for 7 years. So they silenced me for sure. But they can't silence me no more. Because I have nothing else left to lose. It doesn't matter. You took everything from me already. Everything. And I no longer live a lifestyle that you can punish me by. I do nothing wrong. Nothing. And I'm on my P's and Q's. My house is secure. And I'm prepared. I've already lived that. I know breaking into my house, trying to bully me, trying to scare me, trying to silence me, silencing me with prison. But guess what? None of that matters because I don't do nothing to break the law. I got nothing to lose. You took it all. And guess what? Let me get in some money and y'all in trouble. Big, big trouble. I want my kids back. Even though they're grown now, I want to be heard. Because if they did it to me, how many other people have they done this to? Now remind you, I've done nothing but research after research. And let me tell you about Jefferson County. You know, they have silenced so many people and have stole so many people's kids. It's pathetic. People are literally scared to speak their truth. And it's not right. How does the law get away with this? These officers do not protect to serve, or not. And if these officers now, I believe that there might be some good police, I would like to think these days, but they know the crookedness. And the ones back then, they were either just too scared to say something, or they were involved. And Officer Boyer, you should be ashamed of yourself. How the hell do you sleep at night? These are the DNA sins, DNA changing sins that these people have to live with, that they will have to answer for. I sleep well at night. I would never work for any state, especially state of Missouri. You can't make me believe that these people are out here taking people's kids for good and right reasons these days. They ain't never been right. They didn't do me right, and they didn't do my kids right. And my kids deserve justice. They did my kids so wrong. My kids hurt. And I've been dealing with that, answering for that. And that's fine. I'm not perfect in this, believe that. I did a lot of things wrong in the mix of being completely broken, my kids being kidnapped, my fiance being murdered, my best friend dying, losing my home, my car, everything in a matter of a week, period. Yeah, I did things wrong, and there's things I would have done different now, but I was just a young kid myself. And what do you expect when you take a mother's children from them the way they took my kids? They never helped me, not one time. Nothing they did helped my kids, believe that. They made my kids' life 10 times worse than it ever was. Because bad things happen to family, but you know what families do? It brings families together. They mourn together. That's what builds families and makes you stronger. And you got families out here killing off their kids, letting them get smarter, collecting insurance money. Cops not caring or doing anything about it. Getting paid off by bikers. What's really going on? Do we live in America? Where are we? People want to say he had a criminal, he was a felon. Get real. Get some morals. Get a backbone. Scary ass people out here. They don't care because it's not them. It's not their life. It's about time someone stands up and does something. Because if it ain't my kids got taken. Don't think your kids can't get taken because they'll do it to you too. If they ain't already. Or someone you know. Thanks. Like, please, and share.